Thank you for joining me. Today's video is about debilitation and how they get cancelled according to the Vedic text. There are 6 conditions when a planet's cancelled, debilitation is cancelled according to Prashara. So here we are. We're just going to actually share my screen with you so you would be able to. There we go. So if I just do that, you'll be able to see, and I get rid of myself as well. That'll be so much better. Okay, so the very first condition is, and actually just want to just say, so this is the D1 and this is the D9, and I'm using South Indian chart. I do apologize for those of you who use, but I just tried to do it and I got a problem with my, I couldn't actually get it sorted. But anyway, if you bear with me, I'll go through them and I'll explain. So the very first condition is when the debilitated planet is actually exalted or in exaltation sign in the D9. So this is Serena Williams, she's Aries ascendant. The first lord Mars is in Cancer, debilitated, as you can see. But here we are in the D9, and here it is, the sign opposite to Cancer, Capricorn. So it's in its strongest position possible there in the D9, exalted. So that cancels their debilitation. Second condition is when they are in an exchange with each other. So this will be seen in Michael Jordan's chart, where you can see that he has Mars actually debilitated in Cancer and Moon debilitated in Scorpio. So these are the rulers of the signs. So they've actually exchanged signs. So by the sheer fact that they have had an exchange, it just means that Mars now works as if it's in Scorpio and Moon works as though it's in Cancer. So that actually cancels that very nicely. The third condition is when the debilitated planet is sitting with an exalted planet. This you can see with Albert Einstein, where he has Mercury in Pisces sitting with a very exalted Venus, and that, by sheer fact that that's happening, it will actually cause that debility to be cancelled very effectively. Then we have a situation when if the debilitated planet is aspected by the lord of the sign of debility. And I can show you that one in George Clooney's, actually. I'll just see, yeah, George Clooney's one. Here we are. So we have, this is also in Barack Obama's as well, where in Barack Obama's, the same situation happens. He has he is a Capricorn ascendant, and on his ascendant, he has Saturn sitting with Jupiter. Therefore, the same as this, really. So you can see Jupiter is sitting with Saturn. Jupiter is debilitated in this sign, and Saturn rules this sign. It's very strong there. Therefore, by the sheer fact that it's sitting there by the Lord, it's actually the debilitation is cancelled very effectively. Then we have the next condition, where it's like the dispositor of the debilitated planet is at an angle from the ascendant or the moon. And this happens here anyway. So you can see that the Jupiter is sitting not just with from an angle from the lord of the sign. So it's from lord of this sign. So there we are at an angle. So they both sit in the same house, or the moon, also from the moon. So that's creating that condition very nicely there. Or when the two debilitated planets, this is the sixth condition, aspect each other. So George Clooney has got this very interesting chart where his Jupiter and Mars, they're both in debilitation sign and both actually aspecting each other. And therefore, according to the text, they cancel each other's debility. So that's these are like perfect examples of this. I have to say, I mean, I always feel as though when the planet is debilitated, there is still a little bit of fragility and vulnerability going on with that planet as well. So it's always good to bear that in mind. And just going to show you as a last thing, Muhammad Ali as well, where he has debilitated Saturn sitting in Aries, but he's sitting there with the Lord, so that cancels it. And you can also say he's sitting from an angle from the Lord as well. It's also sitting from an angle from the moon, fourth house is from the moon, that cancels it. And it's also at an angle from the ascendant, again, effectively cancelling that debility. So that's it from me, and I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching.